There's it was picked up by Resurgence, and the Drow Ranger is the answer for Omegalul. Kind of understand where they're coming from here, because Ursa is naturally, he doesn't go for BKB first, right? He goes for Blink like a basher first, because more often than not he doesn't need it. But because of the silence available from the Drow Ranger,
The Gust, you mean?
especially the Gust, which is
No, but if you have the Nyx Assassin roaming and the Nyx Assassin will be the one to initiate towards the Draw Ranger, that
that's
is
a
a
total
different story.
story.
Yeah,
And the
you'll
Star
be able
Spirit as
to.
well.
I think you'll be able to burst down the Draw Ranger even before the stun
Yeah,
duration
surely
ends.
comes out. And then, yeah, she's also have the Storm to think about. That's why I don't really like the Drow Ranger in this game. While it kind of makes sense for a little bit, 100% when you think about the overall overall
This,
composition of
I think
Resurgence,
this
gonna be
is
bad.
looking pretty bad. Invoker is not one of the meta here for me, at least for me, for this patch. Uh, he he needs a lot in order to be effective. He needs that Aghanim Scepter and another Brood Mother pick for
Mm.
Team Resurgence, another Brood Mother for Miracle. So they are sticking to the plan. So this might be a Storm Spirit on your safe lane, or as a
Yeah,
warrior will probably be on your off lane, and Miracle will be back towards the mid lane.
yeah.
Brood Mother will own the Invoker right from the get go for sure.
They kind of walked right into Brood Mother. Like they picked up the Invoker. This is aren't I would say 90% of the time Brood Mother centered matchup. This Brood Mother is really gonna win this match. And even if this late matchup, I mean lane matchup between the Invoker, and even if you put the Drow Ranger or anything else, like even the Weaver, they really can contest the Brood Mother. That's why I think Resurgence, they didn't even take a lot of time to pick the
Actually,
Brood
the
Mother.
the the three core for Omegalul is are all bad against the Brood
Definitely.
Mother. The Weaver, the Drow Ranger, the Invoker
Yeah.
wants a Brood Mother, got his first two item, maybe a Diffusal Blade or an Amulet. He'll be able to take down anyone on the side of Team Omegalul. Plus, if they counter the Brood Mother, it's just actually the Brood Mother just creating space for the Storm Spirit to
Yeah.
get online, and you, it's very difficult to counter two different heroes with two different setup abilities, and of course the mobility of those two heroes, especially Brood Mother with a web, and the Storm Spirit can jump at any given point of the map.
And it's really scary if you're a Drow Ranger or even when you're Invoker to face this kind of amount of initiation. It makes me really wonder. But the Star Spirit was picked up second pick, but it seems to me that Omega Lul isn't even concerned on controlling that Storm Spirit. Well, they do have this idea of having the telekinesis on top of a gust, which is very effective at the early stages of the game. But the when the Star Spirit will have access to the BKB or something like a Yule Scepter or anything that's to remove the silence, it's gonna be really bad for the Drow Ranger for this game.
So we're just waiting for the game to start again. This is game number 2, Resurgence versus Omegalul for your PvP Esports tournament. This is the Singapore qualifier. The winner will participate next week on the PvP land finals to be held at Suntec City
Mm.
there in Singapore. So
Very near.
star-studded in terms of the talent for the particular event, and for also tier 1 teams participating as well. So there's a post coming in, and we need to introduce the player. It's Dinimi on the Weaver, BP on your Undying, it's XY on the Invoker, 1020 will be on the Rubik, it's Luck on the Draw Ranger, and for Resurgence.
That's Miracle. Excuse me. For the Brood Mother, it's 2D on the Ursa against his offlane. Palosan with the Nyx Assassin. You have Barry on the Crystal Maiden, and you have Chibix on the Storm Spirit. Likely gonna go and take the safe lane. Ursa is gonna look for the lane where the Undying is, so that this Undying is really not gonna be super effective against in the lane. And that is yeah, they are just talking with each other. I'm pretty sure that they're friends right now. I think they're just being sarcastic between each other, right?
And I think most of these players know each other
Yeah.
since they are more likely all from Singapore. It's actually also Insidious, or I remember Insidious is also a Singaporean team.
Yeah, from an Singaporean team, yeah, for sure. Insidious
No,
team.
Insidious.
Insidious
Insidious is the
itself.
team
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
itself.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm calling 1020 because Insidious is
1020.
the name of, is the former name of a team.
Correct.
I remember it's II Insidious Idols.
Yeah. Insidious idols.
So Pawlawson on the Nyx Assassin. It's now his turn to play the Nyx. They are relegating this Ursa towards his bottom lane with a Crystal Maiden. And as I say earlier, the amount of slow for this Ursa and the Crystal Maiden is actually enough to take down a lot of heroes on the side of Team Omegalul.
Fixers, I think, is the mid laner for Omegalul. I don't know what. Maybe because they're not yet. I mean, sometimes the team names don't really appear, right?
So let's see who will get the bounty rune. Drone Ranger is here. Will he be able to use the gust? No, he won't. There's that impale. Rubik won't be able to contest this, and this might be actually no. But the Rubik will use his telekinesis just to stop the Nyx Assassin from its track. So it is actually the trade for the bounty rune. How does it go? Oh, so they are putting this Invoker in the bottom lane,
Yeah.
and
they don't. I think it's the. How do you say this? It's the most. It's the best option for Omegalul.
no, but he will be up against an Ursa and a Crystal Maiden, so you just need to pick your poison. Either way, I think the Invoker will have a hard time if he goes to the mid lane. If he goes to this stick to this bottom lane, maybe the Undying will be able to create some space for him. But if the Undying leaves, he will have a hard time. This Invoker can easily be crushed by an Ursa CM lane.
Well, yeah, I think this. I was thinking of other ways to configure the lanes for Omegalul, but anything that I think of, there's a counter for Team Resurgence. Like if you put the Invoker mid, definitely the Broodmother is gonna win 100% of the time, or 90% out of 10. 9 out of 10 chances. And if you put the Drow Ranger against the Ursa and the CM, that Drow Ranger is gonna struggle even more. And so there's just no there's just no fail-proof way for Omegalul to win this laning stage. All they have to do is just maybe hope for the best and just to try to do what best they can versus this.
So
lane.
Undying, he will have level 2 and he will try to harass this Ursa and CM at the early stage, simply because this is the point where everything is still even for both teams. So let's see, Crystal Maiden bumping that Nova.
Just do damage. I think they will go for. Oh wait.
And the Rubik now being chased down by the Storm Spirit and the Nyx Assassin. They will immediately change their target towards this Draw Ranger, and Draw Ranger and Rubik being bullied out of their lane. Nyx Assassin will have his impale already, but he cannot choose a target, so they will just allow the Draw Ranger and the Rubik to walk out of the lane. Broodmother of Miracle is 9-0 at the moment. Surprisingly, the Weaver is leading in terms of last hit and deny with 13-4. Simply maybe because of the Sakuchi, he'll be able to clear some of the spiderlings from the Broodmother.
Yeah, probably the only thing that's good for Weaver in this particular lane is that he can farm, but not at all can he stop the progression of this Broodmother for sure. And even Miracle is getting all the illusion, the runes. He's controlling the runes. Weaver doesn't really want to.
And Undying is now super low. He's being chased down by the Ursa Warrior. Will he be able to survive? He doesn't have boots, but he'll be able to walk away now. Invoker is here. He is isolated, and this is now going to be chased. There's that Nova, and as this is what I am telling you, the strength of that Ursa lineup. The first blood going in the way. Another slow to follow. They want the skill on the Invoker. Will they be able to get it? There's a Nova. Ooh, the stomp!
No.
But that is a vision, and I told you, double kill for the Crystal Maiden.
And yeah, Invoker. This is a very hard game for all of them. Well, they did draft for this one.
And That is the issue we are talking about against Team Omegalul. That Ursa Warrior, if he gets sufficient level, that's just a level 2 on the Ursa, being able to chase down the Invoker. So technically, the Undying is pinned towards this bottom lane just to protect the Invoker, because as soon as he leave, the Invoker will immediately get crushed by this Ursa.
And they still have to worry about the Broodmother. They still have to worry even with about the Ursa, which is gonna be very big come the 10-minute mark. You might even go for an early Blink Dagger before other items.
And here comes the Undying popping the
Oh,
Tombstone. He wants to
Free
survive, but that's a lot of money going towards the direction of the Ursa. The Undying will survive, but he is 50% HP, and this Ursa will be able to, I think, push them out of this lane. Brood the Mother almost taking down the Weaver in the mid lane. Storm Spirit farm is 18-3 compared to
19-2.
19-2. So actually, the lineup of Omegalul is actually doing very good in terms of the laning phase, and they want this Invoker, but not enough level on the Invoker, not enough delay. And here is the Weaver, will try to go some kills, but here comes the Crystal Maiden. Ursa Warrior, he will be able to get a double, but the Weaver is sitting at level 6, and he will get a double kill. Rubik is dying on towards the top lane, and that's a double kill for the Weaver. A good
Good response
for
sure.
the Weaver, and they hold on to the slight lead that they currently have in this early laning phase. Rubik being chased down by the Brood Mother, and here is the Brood Mother Spiderlings dealing so much damage, chasing the Rubik. Will they be able to find the kill?
No,
they just walk out of the web. Look at the damage. Any hero that goes to this mid lane is immediately brought down to less than 50% HP by this Brood Mother pick from Resurgence.
I mean, even no matter who you put in the mid lane, he's gonna struggle versus this Brood that you
And
mentioned.
Draw Ranger being chased down. Nyx Assassin missing that Impale. And Spike Carapace will be there, but as soon as he whips the Impale, there is a slight chance of taking down that Draw Ranger.
The Rubik might be the response for at least the Spiderlings, because if it does have the Fade Bolt, the damage of the Spiderlings will reduce to almost nothing. But that will mean that he has to rotate to mid just to help the Weaver. If kind of have to deal with the Nyx Assassin up top as well. So
comes the Crystal Maiden again. Invoker sitting at level 531 and 9 CS, not bad. Can we switch to the network for the heroes? It's actually
it's
the Weaver leading the game, courtesy of that double kill that he got towards his bottom lane. But the Brood Mother is still right up there. Storm Spirit is number 3. Draw is surprisingly number 3. Ursa and Invoker are the bottom heroes in terms of farming. And this is a tier 1 tower going in favor of Resurgence, as the Brood Mother continuing to assert his presence towards this mid lane. No one can actually lane against him. Here comes the Storm Spirit sitting at level 5. Will he be able to run no sip at the moment, and they'll be able to get that kill? 3-man rotation towards this top lane to take down the Storm Spirit. They cannot contest the bottom lane.
They would just
for surely they cannot contest the mid lane. So they decided to go for the better target, which is the Storm Spirit that currently is sitting at level 5. So no sip in, sip out for him.
Perfect timing, and also the composition up top is generally not good versus an Undying. And I really like the movement coming out from BP right there, the adjustment overall, because he kind of snuck in up to the top lane, able to land on a good Tombstone. And like you mentioned, without the level 6, without the Lightning Ball, the Storm Spirit really struggled against the members of Omegalul. So at least that's going in favor of the Radiant side. And they have to make more of these plays, because this Invoker is gonna continue to struggle. There is a backstab coming in, but the presence of the Weaver could be good in this specific matchup.
Here comes the Cold Snap, but here comes the Ursa Warrior. There's the Tornado. Will the Ursa be able to find a kill? But the Rubik is there to cancel the TP. That's a killing spree for your Weaver. They've managed to take down 2, but at the moment, the Brood Mother is on the mid lane, trying to apply pressure early at this tier 2 tower, already down to 50% health. that this tier 2 tower about to fall, and this is so much map control given towards the direction of Resurgence as the Brood Mother continuing to occupy this
That was
mid
fast.
lane. No one can actually take him down. He is in the middle of the tree, in the middle of the prey. He wants to go. Here comes the Rubik being chased down by a lot of
Spiders.
spider, but the spider being farmed out by the
Undying.
undying tombstone, but they managed to get rid of the tombstone, and
Fairly easily as well.
three here with 3 heroes even there. They won't be able to get that kill. Here comes the tornado once again. Will the Ursa be able to find his kill? There's that cold snap, the ice wall as well. I don't think they'll be able to get that kill, but continuous pressure to apply on this invoker. The mid lane as well being completely dominated by this Brood Mother. Unanswered is this Brood Mother.
And then Resurgence are going to be pretty happy with this because this alleviates the pressure onto the side lanes, right? The rotation made by the members of Omegalul kind of gave a little bit of space for the Storm Spirit as well as the Ursa.
How do you kill the Brood Mother at this point?
Nah, you don't. You can't. You just can't. At this point specifically, maybe when they
Look at
Oh,
the damage, and look at the Brood Mother now also trying to get a kill towards the Undying.
dying with a heal, a little bit of sustain.
No! He goes down to
He
the
goes down.
Spiderlings.
Try to take him down with the Weaver, but the footwork is great from Miracle, but he's now getting caught.
And there's that Fade Bolt as well. They have rotated the Invoker to help them again. And now, space created for the bottom lane. Now a 2k gold lead going in favor of Resurgence. And everything is looking super bad despite having that kill towards that Brood Mother. The network is heavily favoring the dire side, now up by
Oh.
2k gold.
What a tasty, tasty stack here for Chibix. Definitely gonna be able to take it down, and that's a lot of gold going in his favor. But there's
And
a smoke.
There's the smoke, yes. Invoker with the face boots. Null Talisman as his item choice in this game.
Just, well, this is a Quaspex Invoker with just 1 point in the Exort. It's great. Chibix actually takes down the Drow Ranger. They're out there. Interestingly.
So let's see. 3k already, 8-7 scoreline. Saan yung ano natin? Okay, go.
Anyways, Miracle is gonna be working towards the Diffusal Blade right now, and he's still staying here in the mid lane, despite the wards from. Okay, wait. I think Barry is gonna be taken out. But going back, despite the wards present from the side of Omegalul right now, they can't do anything virtually for this Brood Mother, unless of course they commit so many heroes around.
Plus with the way the Brood Mother is creating space for the Storm Spirit and the Ursa. Once the Ursa get the blink and at least a Kaya for the Storm Spirit, they'll be able.
Oh, no more mana for Miracle as they're trying to chase him down, but the trees are going to be in his favor. He's actually being seen, and he will be taken out. Very nice usage of the Swarm right
Look
there.
how many heroes are committed on taking that engagement with Miracle. They almost commit everyone on their side.
20. 3,000 net worth lead overall for Resurgence. But like you mentioned, they're just committing too much. At a certain point, though, it is worth it because that's a very big bounty that they get. But they can't keep doing that. They have to make plays around as well, like controlling the Storm Spirit. Now they will catch off the Nyx Assassin.
Here comes the Ursa, the Blink Dagger catching two with a stomp. He managed to catch the Drow Ranger, but not enough damage. Here comes the Rubik for the help. Nova again. They want to go for the fight, and they've managed to take down the Ursa. And it is the numbers game for Team Omegalul as they have 5 heroes ready to help the Drow Ranger the moment he gets jump up.
Overall, that's an overextension for Ursa. This is definitely a mistake. They could have done that. There is a good catch though from the Invoker. Very nicely done. Tornado and Cold Snap before it hits, so that it's 100% that the Storm Spirit will not be able to use the Lightning Ball. I think that's a Tombstone, although.
So they managed to string a couple of kills, get some gold back towards their side, and surprisingly, it is Team Resurgence that is allowing them to do it. They want to go for the chase. They managed to spot up the Undying, and this is one dead Undying.
Yeah, not Undying, I think, but Maelstrom is the item of choice for the Weaver, just because of how much lane pressure there is from the side of Resurgence between their natural laners and of course the summons that they can get from the Spiderlings. They kind of want to shove the lane as much as possible, and the Weaver is the perfect one for the job because all things considered, without the Storm Spirit shooting off, there is just really no catch coming out from the Resurgence. That's probably the hole in their lineup right now. They don't have the best catch. They might have the Nyx Assassin for surprise attacks, but apart from that, there is no legitimate way for them to lock a person down.
Unless they'll be able to secure a Blink Dagger on their Nyx Assassin, that will be a very good synergy with the Ursa Warrior Blink Dagger, and of course the Storm Spirit jumping in. You'll have that in the follow-up that you need in order to take down heroes. But now this is just a 1k gold lead going in the way of Resurgence, 4 kill advantage going in the way of Team Omegalul.
Omegalul is giving a little bit of remnants of the previous
Oh my god,
game.
Rubik going down, the Invoker being chased down as well. Here comes the Storm Spirit as they will not be able to get that kill. But the Undying just throwing his body just to make sure that their Invoker will win.
No.
And here comes the Weaver trying to go for the chase. The Crystal Maiden is the target and he will fall unstoppable for the Weaver. Storm Spirit needs to be careful.
No,
there's that Gash and that Cold Snap as well as the Deafening Blast. They managed to take down 3 on the side of Resurgence, and this is another full commitment towards that engagement for the side of Omegalul as they have rotated 5 heroes towards the top lane.
Man, I really like this a lot though from the side of Omegalul. They're doing a great job on trying to fish out where the other members of Resurgence are, and also they're punishing the overextensions coming out from the Storm Spirit as well as the Nyx Assassin. Previously, they managed to punish the Broodmother and the Ursa, and now they're punishing the Storm Spirit even. This is the great, I would say, the better reaction to what Resurgence has done during the laning stage. Don't try to fight them by farm. Fight them in when they try to fight as well. And now they're actually reaping the benefits. Only the Broodmother is getting bigger at the side of Resurgence. And slowly and surely, Omegalul have been taking this game, the control of this game, back to their favor.
Resurgence haven't engaged with a full 5-man squad. That's why I think they keep on losing engagement against the side of Omegalul.
Yeah. Oh, look at the damage from Diminish or the Nimbus.
And that is now a monster kill on the Weaver.
Yeah. Ooh. Or maybe, just maybe the low armor heroes from the low armor composition of Resurgence are really biting them because of this Weaver pick. This Weaver is just wrecking ham. And we can expect that this Weaver is going to have a better time as compared to the Storm Spirit. He might be even the better Storm Spirit because the Storm Spirit can be caught and the Weaver can't be caught by Resurgence. That is going to depend on the next
Here comes the
movements
smoke. Movement towards the top lane. They want to play around their Drow Ranger. Storm Spirit is the only hero in this spot, so they might be able to catch the Storm. Let's see if they'll be able to punish. And here is the Undying Tombstone Storm Spirit jumping. And he will survive. The Tombstone will not though. And here comes the Broodmother. They want to go for the punish and they will be able to take down the Undying. That is a very good play going in the way of Resurgence. At least you see some willingness from the Ursa Warrior and the Broodmother now to fight.
I'm kind of curious on how a full 5v5 team white can pan out for Resurgence right now. Are they actually stronger as compared to opponents? But Colossus will eat up an EMP. Has to completely back away right now because he's 100% out of mana.
And Invoker just one component away from the Aghanim Scepter. He is still number 5 in terms of overall net worth in this game. Here is the Drow Ranger, though he will get caught. That is a very, very ballsy play, trying to go for a blind initiation towards the Storm Spirit, and he got punished by the Ursa Warrior, the Crystal Maiden being in the area. So
Wonder why he went
they
for
have
that.
lost their Draw Ranger in the process.
Wonder
And
why
this
he
might
went for
open, that might open up the Roshan.
that. Definitely.
The Ursa, the Broodmother, two of the Berry Vesson taking down the Roche Beat. And this will give them room for error. Let's see if
Oh,
Team
Omegalul.
Omegalul will be able to defend. No, but instead they will get a kill on towards the next assassin space created, and that is the Aegis of the Immortal and the Roshan on the side of Resurgence.
Man, that is a lot. I mean, we were commending Omegalul for what they're doing, but just a few minutes afterwards, really tilted back towards the side of Resurgence. If they're doing the right stuff right now, especially with that overextension from the Drow Ranger, really wonder why he did that though. Maybe because there was a ward from Omegalul that kind of is a deep observer
There will
ward
be
that
an
did not
engagement
stop
towards this
anyone.
bottom lane. Let's see. They are looking for a play. Storm Spirit is here. Ursa Warrior is hiding behind the tree line. The Crystal Maiden is here as well. And Nyx Assassin is on the other part of the map. Broodmother wants to go for a kill. They will not be able to get any, but they will be able to take down the Rubik. So Broodmother now occupying the upper region jungle, completely denying access for the Drow Rangers. The Drow Ranger is forced to play towards this bottom part of the map.
And Palasan has been staying here down bottom lane for a long time. I haven't seen him rotate, which is weird for a Nyx Assassin. But I guess what he wanted to do is just to completely shove the wave. And if ever people are trying to converge him, they're gonna need one or two more heroes. Which, again, also frees up space for the rest of Resurgence to farm around the map. But at a certain point, they are gonna need that Nyx Assassin. Most especially just to catch the Weaver at the very least. Something like catch a Shukuchi.
And here
use
is
the
a
spike
smoke
carapace.
attempt. Urza leading the way. They are looking for the opening. There is a observer wards here that will be rewarded. And the tier 1 tower in the top lane will fall. Fortification just to delay them and give them some time on the other lane. But it will still fall. The wards will will also be taken off the map. And look at this, now a 5k gold lead going in the way of Resurgence squad.
Weaver has been mirroring the movements of this Nyx Assassin. So shoving off the wave. He bought the ultimate orb, but considering
Here
he
comes
is
the
also
Invoker and the Rubik. They want to make a play. Nyx Assassin lurking, just waiting for the moment to strike. He will walk towards the sentry ward, but he will be able to pop his spike carapace. He will walk away
oh, no detection.
in the range of the sentry, but the Ursa will get taken up. But the Ursa is very low in HP. He will pop his ultimate, but no enough follow. But the Storm Spirit jumping in, immediate gush. He'll be able to take down the Rubik. Here comes the EMP, just to, looking to burn some mana, and the Drow Ranger survive. It will end up as a 1-for-1 trade. Weaver will be able to take down a tower towards the top lane, and but the Undying will go down as well.
Nice. Very weird engagement, but ultimately went in favor of Resurgence in terms of kills. But I think overall, it's a win already for Omegalul.
Yes,
Tier
because
2
the
tower.
Tier 2 tower and a kill on the
And a
Ursa.
kill on the Ursa. This is just two supports dropping. The Shadow Blade as well from the Drow Ranger. Definitely Resurgence wasn't prepared. Right now, do they have detection? Of course
No.
not. They did not learn their lesson after all. Not being able to take out that Drow Ranger. There is
Bloodstone up on your Storm Spirit with the Aegis as well. Now going for the Yule Scepter just to make sure that he won't get caught with that gush that will be coming in from the Drow Ranger. He will have an item to at least remove the silence.
Side of Ice is gonna be up next for the Nyx Assassin. And this Invoker has been using his Chaos Meteor to take out the Spiderlings. But it's fine. I think it's kind of worth it, to be honest. You don't really rely on your Chaos Meteor anymore for the team fights, just because Resurgence can easily dodge all of them. There's the Lincoln Sphere
Lincoln Spear on the
for
Weaver. The layer of protection needed in order for him to not to get caught by the Storm, the CM, the Nyx even. He'll have that block.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Lincoln Sphere as well will be next for the Invoker, so that they can be jumped by the Storm Spirit, but they still have to worry about this Ursa. I wonder though, is the BKB available for the Ursa yet? Not yet. Oh no, I think the recipe's been carried.
I think the BKB is on its way.
Yeah.
The recipe being delivered at the moment by the courier. So Ursa will be good to go for the next engagement. Crystal Maiden here on the top lane, just trying to shove the lane up.
It's BK Blade Basher. It's gonna be up next. And like I mentioned, BKB, very nice pickup. That is an illusion rune. It's gonna be in the hands of the Weaver, and this bottom lane for sure will be shoved once again. But here comes a decision from the side of Resurgence. Are they gonna fight at this side of the map, or are they just gonna farm? Because I think the Aegis is no longer available for the Storm Spirit. That's
Nyx
expired.
Assassin standing on top of a Radiant Sentry Ward. So he knows, I think, that they have awards there.
I think I know. His Draw Ranger is not that farmed, however, but at the very least he is supplying the amount of damage that these range heroes need. For example, the Weaver. The reason why this Weaver is really strong right now is, and the reason why he's really strong while he can afford these defensive items was because of the Draw Ranger, and of course the fact that Resurgence composition is not that heavily favored in terms of
Invoker
armor.
going for the 4-step, just making sure that
I think
he'll be
to
able to
throw.
create a distance. But the
Wow.
Draw Ranger going down, Storm Spirit with the jump, the Nyx Assassin, enabling them to get that gank, and that is a very big loss since you don't have your Draw Ranger for the next team fight. There's a fight though here in the top lane. BKB coming in from the Ursa. He needs to run. Crystal Maiden is
I'd be using the ultimate, but he might be in trouble right now. He's being chased down, and he will definitely.
that is actually a very bad play for the Ursa, underestimating the enemy.
Yeah.
And why are not they playing with their
core, right?
core, right?
That is really the question that we have to ask right now. Colossus.
Oh my god,
Oh,
they've
nice
managed
stun.
to find him. Will they be able to take him down?
No.
No.
The stun is too late.
And that is the time lapse
It's just
going into
barely-
play. Will they be able to find the next assassin though?
Wow, what a combination.
But the Broodmother is on the backside. They'll be able to find the Invoker. Freezing build coming in from the
Rubik.
Rubik. Yeah, but it will immediately be cancelled by the Yule Scepter, and that's a double for your Storm Spirit. Additional charge towards the Bloodstone. Broodmother now opting to go for a Sight of Vice.
Side of Vice. This game has been all about overextension from the side of Resurgence, and Omegalul, we're happy to return the favor as well. They are able to capitalize on it. I mean, it's gonna go down to whoever makes the fewer mistakes overall as the game goes by, because it seems to me that Omegalul, they're running out of options. They're running out of safety net, especially with the BKBs now active on the side of Resurgence, right? They can't overextend anymore. If they don't get the burst downs, they have to completely back away and reset and wait for their crucial skills to be back up.
Nyx Assassin lurking again, wanting to find someone on the side of Omegalul. Broodmother also lurking towards this mid lane. BKB is up, 4,700 in the bank for the Broodmother, so
There's also
Gem of True Sight now up on your Storm Spirit as well.
Storms are not even considering getting a BKB, which is definitely fine, but he has to be really concerned about the about the gust and the cold step that can come out from the Invoker, because that could really.
Are they
stop
going
him
for Roshan right
I
now?
think they are. There's no reason not to, and it's easily taken out. Cheese.
Aegis and Cheese, also Storm Spirit, the best Aegis courier in the game for me. Will
I
have
agree.
the Aegis up in his arsenal, so he'll be able to make those aggressive play. Broodmother now Now
straight up
completing
buy.
the straight up sight of Vice. So
No buyback, but it's fine.
yeah.
They
Uh,
can really surprise the people from Omegalul. They actually jump with the Star Spirit onto the Rubik and the Invoker, but there's just no damage. There's the silence to catch him off, and that is gonna be the Star Spirit giving
Where's
up the
the Aegis?
Aegis.
Here comes the Ursa Warrior. He didn't pop his BKB. The Ursa will fall.
Oh,
He is
no.
super underestimating the damage output
That
of
was a
this.
mistake.
But suddenly the mid lane, the Brood Mother,
Oh,
playing alone, and he is about to take down the set of racks and towards the mid lane, but they will pay the price. That's 3 heroes going down.
4.
Make that 4. But I think it's a worthy trade. That's your Brood Mother being able to
Why even?
win and eliminate the set of racks.
That was a lot of commitment just for space creation. She's sometimes fine, but they
They-
gave away a lot of
The
souls.
gem as well. They gave
Yeah,
away the gem as
the
well.
gem, a lot of souls from the Storm Spirit
The streak as well.
streak. Man, they gave a lot of gold
Tan.
actually, but this is the thing with gold. The thing with Bloodstone is that they can be replenished, right? Barracks, they can't. They are 100% gone when they are gone.
Yes, and that is a massive advantage going in their way. So let's see if how will team the Radiant team will be able to handle the pressure that will be coming in from the mid lane. There is a Brood Mother on the backside. He managed to find one. I don't think the Storm Spirit jumping in though. There's that freezing
Big
field. Storm
disarm.
Spirit. There's a
Nobody-
silence. There's the Yule Scepter. Brood Mother will try to go for the Drow Ranger. Ursa Warrior not jumping in, waiting for the BKB to wear out. But that is another 2-for-1 exchange.
2-for-1 exchange, definitely in favor of Omegalul. Now they will be able to finish this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Question is, will Resurgence actually fight this? They have a decent amount of mana with the Storm Spirit, but again, the lack of BKB on the side of this, on this Storm Spirit is actually biting him in the neck. Many times he almost died. Surely he didn't die, but the thing is he didn't even offer anything to the fight because he is constantly silenced by the Storm Spirit. And also I think the Cold Snap is dedicated towards him, only him. And the Cold Snap is actually pretty decent versus something like a Storm Spirit because Storm Spirit just can't use the Lightning Ball because of the Cold Snap.
So yeah, that's it. Again, it's at least despite losing the mid lane, is now Team Omegalul is fighting really good, and they've managed to win massive team fight in the bottom lane, the mid lane as well. They've managed to grab 2 hero, trading 1. So at least keeping the game close at this point.
It is close right now, despite the distinct advantage that Surges has. I think it's only close because of a lot of lack of discipline from both teams, but this could be good. There's the no stun. Oh man,
They
wonder-
managed to grab him. The silence is there, and this is a dead Weaver. And he is out for 90 seconds. Good jump coming in from the Storm Spirit. But of course, it was enabled by that Nyx Assassin getting into position, catching this Weaver.
I like the chain stun as well that they had right there. Even the BKB was available for the Weaver, but it wasn't able to use it because of the chain stuns that Resurgence was able to land onto that Weaver. And now it's time to look for more targets or get the push off as they actually spotted where the Drow Ranger is.
But the detection is not in the hand of the Nyx Assassin at the moment. Invoker got a Gem of True Sight. Storm Spirit now working his way towards a Shiva's Guard. Surprisingly still not going for the BKB, which you heavily point out that he needs that BKB in order for him to be effective in jumping and initiating. Here comes the here comes the D-Ward.
Oh no.
They want to take down the Nyx Assassin. There's the Tornado. Catching him, catching 2 hero. There's the Sunstrike.
Not much damage. I think it is considerable for Palosin to actually get the gem. And he actually, no, the Invoker has the gem. But I think that there should come a time where Resurgence will purchase a gem as a team and then give it to the Nyx Assassin. Maybe after this Aeon Disc picked up by the Nyx Assassin. And I really like it though. Because the thing with Omegalul is that they are committing some of their resources just to take out the Nyx Assassin, which is understandable because the Nyx Assassin has been giving a lot to their team. And if they do eliminate that factor, it's gonna be pretty close. Oh no, Lawson is gonna be in a very bad spot, and I think the team will leave him for dead. Yeah, the Aeon Disc is super crucial in this specific game for Palosan because again, Omega they have been committing a lot of resources just to take out the Nyx Assassin, and if that Aeon Disc is present, of course that's a lot of resources down the drain for Omega. Now,
So here comes the Rubik. There's the sentry wards. They'll be able to spot the Rubik in no man's land. Go Scepter trying to buy time. Ursa Warrior getting caught. BKB will be popped, but that magic immunity won't help you from the damage. The sheer physical damage that is coming from the Weaver, the Drow, and the Rubik with those right click, of course, buff up by that precision aura.
19. Resurgence still can close this one out. The Broodmother has been farming really well, as well as the Storm Spirit. It's because of the map control that they do have right now. But I think that it's for Resurgence to actually close this game out, they kind of have to relax a little bit, identify the proper fights to take. Don't be overly confident. Don't overchase. That may be for good. Right now,
There's
they
the jump in.
try for the
We've managed to take down the Invoker. Rubik to follow. Here comes the Storm Spirit sipping in and out, and they will immediately go for the setup. Double kill for the Storm Spirit.
And more souls in favor of this Storm Spirit. Hagen Scepter though. This is decently. This is good for the overall for the state of this game because they're having a lot of creep problems right now from Omegalul, right?
And this now up on your Nyx Assassin, so he'll be able to survive the initiation at least. And now the Storm Spirit starting to get into the groove. Back to 16 charges on his Bloodstone. Shiva's Guard will be the next item for the Storm Spirit. Weaver now up with an Aghanim Scepter, so he'll be able to save the Drow Ranger. This is now the priority for them, is to make sure the Drow Ranger or the Invoker is kept alive with the help of the time lapse.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Aghanim Scepter also available for the drone, like we mentioned earlier. Let's clear out the creep wave. And there's the Endis, and like we mentioned, the Gem of True Sight to be picked up by the Nyx Assassin. I think it came from the Invoker, however. And that is the best carrier for now for Resurgence. Nyx Assassin will be allowed to roam around more freely because he can spot out the sentry wards. And also the Endis really helps for him to survive. He can turn for a stun, or he can turn for a Spike Carapace or a Vendetta to get away into safety if ever he gets jumped on by the members of Omegalul.
So this is now a 13k gold lead going in favor of Resurgence. Broodmother is 6k ahead of the Drow Ranger, which is a Drow Ranger leading the Omegalul squad in terms of the overall farm.
Still, I think the Roshan is next as a target for both teams, particularly Resurgence. Can easily take out the Roshan for sure. Refresh Roshan
But
is the next. Oh no.
But the Ursa Warrior is actually
Oh,
not
there you
doing
go.
that good.
But now he tries. But the time lapse is gonna be there to save his teammate. Now they're
And they
dying.
want to go for the fight.
Jeez,
but
it's not
the
gonna be enough.
Broodmother is here. He'll be able to take down the Rubik. Freezing Field coming in from the Crystal Maiden. Undying, not Storm Spirit. The jump is there, and there's that catch. They've managed to take down the draw. The Undying to follow, and 3 heroes will fall on the side of Omegalul as they will be left with their Invoker and
man.
Weaver.
What a sacrifice there by the Ursa once again. This time he was right with the jump, right? And he was able to burst down and put the Undying in a very low spot. That their time lapse was there. The problem I have with that time lapse is that it actually was wasted on a support. And Undying will be happy to die in that specific skirmish because there will be two tombstones available for them. And if that time lapse was available for the Drow Ranger, for example, that could have been a different story. There could have been a way for them to delete the summons from the spiders and be able to win the fight, but unfortunately that wasn't the case.
They are immediately going back, and look at that. The Spike
Spike
Carapace making sure that they'll be able to stun him up, but they will lose the Rubik. The time lapse was used to save the Invoker. The BKB will be burned as well.
There. Roshan will be up in a few seconds right now, and it's gonna be up for Resurgence. There's gonna be no Rubik for that engagement. If it does happen, if Omegalul, I mean, will contest the Roshan, it will be available right now. Fresh off the respawn and spotted by Miracle. And they're even showing the Ursa here at the bottom just so that the Omegalul will not at least identify that the Roshan is being taken. Finally they will, and it's far too late. All the goodies from the Roshan bag is going to be in their favor, and actually Refresher Shard will be given to Miracle. Double BKBs, double Hex, and of course, double Insatiable Hunger.
Double
Gucci.
everything, double trouble for
Yeah,
Team,
you also refresh all of
Team Omegalul.
yeah. You also refresh all of your charges on the web, so that might also be nifty for the Broodmother.
Drow. Aghanims,
Oh, no.
BKB, Shadowblade, Nyx Assassin is here. He's spotted the Drow Ranger, the prize target. Here comes the Dust of Appearance, the EMP to burn. Will they be able to take down? Here comes the jump to follow. But again, the Gus
Chibix.
was there. On point Gus.
On point Gus just right in time. There is the jump in from the Ursa. Now they're going onto the Undying. Undying is going to be taken out. No, the timeless will be there. But is it going to be enough? I think it will be just to give the Undying. But into the mid lane, actually, their tier 4s are being taken out. The Drow Ranger already taken out by Miracle. Wow, that was a great snipe coming up from the Broodmother. And they can't even chase.
And Miracle just going into work, taking down tier 4 towers. And the throne is now exposed. They want to catch the Storm Spirit, but the Storm Spirit now needs to be careful because he doesn't have the Aegis anymore.
Doesn't have the Aegis. Quite short-lived Aegis from the Storm Spirit. But the price is not that high though. They only got another tier 4. They lost. They weren't able to get another barracks. But the good thing is they forced the buyback from Luck, which is 100% great for Resurgence, and definitely a lead for them.
How did Miracle took down the tier 4 towers?
Well, he had a lot of spiders. He had Hex to take down the Drow, and I assume he used the Refresher Shard as well, just to chain lock down the Drow Ranger. I was able to do it. And yeah, he did use the Refresher Shard because all of his webs are on cooldown right now. And he will go for Orb once again.
No, he have a Refresher Orb right now.
Yeah. The shard was used earlier. Right. What is the play?
29k gold lead.
What is the play for Resurgence? And
The play is to win.
the plan is to win. And I think they're really winning right now. It wasn't a clean victory for a Broodmother, for sure. But a win nonetheless. Because I think that they have such a titanic lead right now, not only in terms of gold, but in terms of resources as well. That buyback from the Drow Ranger is quite crucial to have in this late game that we have.
So let's see. Is this a moment that Resurgence will end this game number 2 and be one game away from the PBB Esports LAN finals? Let's see.
There's a Storm jumping in to farm. Maybe he's waiting for his buyback. It is now available finally. And because of the Regen Root and the Arcane Rune, my goodness, this is a stuff or disaster for Storm Spirit. Finally, the Regen Rune is out, but he actually farmed the whole Radiant, the whole entire jungle in a matter of seconds because of that. Oh, that was a Hex. I heard that. Where was that?
Hex the Ancient.
Ancients only. Alright. Low cooldown. So I guess that's it. What talents did he choose though? Actually,
30% cooldown.
there you go. 20% cooldown
cooldown
reduction.
reduction.
That's why the Hex is on 20-second cooldown.
But they are not actually applying pressure. Now the BKB is up onto the Storm Spirit. So
It's
this
time.
is now the Storm Spirit entering God mode on this next engagement. There's the Tornado. They will be able to catch the Spider, but no follow-up, no commitment towards that whatsoever.
If they spotted the arcane rune down bottom, that would be good for Resurgence, but it seems like they aren't ready for it, so unfortunately that would not be the case. He's gonna go for the bottom. Okay.
And he will sell it.
I think he's waiting for an arcane rune to appear. It's no longer
There's
available.
Ace rune, double damage rune, and the top lane, and the top rune spot, and the bottom rune spot.
It's looking harder and harder for Omegalul though, because all the time that's happening, all the time that Resurgence was farming all the lanes, there wasn't anything for Omegalul, so they're really losing a lot as far as economy goes, as far as experience, and this might be the killing blow for Resurgence if they do get it. They're just waiting for the right opportunity to strike.
And here comes the Spider. Look at the damage of the Spider with that Alpha Wolf aura.
Yeah.
Unaffected, bro.
They will kill off the Alpha Wolf though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They will patiently waiting.
Stupendous.
Storm Spirit is just farming the jungle. I don't know why. Maybe he can afford to jump that far.
I'm over here.
BKB. BKB for.
So all of them is just farming.
You know what I want, what I really like about the late game BKBs is that they have very long duration, especially just freshly picked up by 45 minutes. Man, that is a 10-second BKB.
Look at the Spider damage, taking down tier 3 tower. Broodmother not even committing towards that push. Catapult as well is with them. So this is a slow killing delivery for a Resurgence. They're just slowly but surely suffocating the defense of this Omegalul squad. They have now the catapults on all position. Draw Ranger continuing to defend the top lane, but they cannot defend all of their lanes.
Yeah. But there's the arcane rune. They pinged it, but 2D will just take it for himself. Oh man, I wonder what they were. Oh, are they waiting for the next Roshan? Which is I like. I mean, at this the grand finals, you don't wanna. It's better to be safe than sorry, right? So maybe they're just waiting for. They're parking the courier right on top of the Roshan pit so that they will spot out when it will respawn, but it will not be available for what? 3 more minutes, maybe.
I think this is just too safe. You have a very significant amount of lead. You can actually end this if you force them. I don't know what Team Resurgence is doing right now. Maybe they're just enjoying the moment.
Yeah. Again, it's better to be safe than sorry. But this means that maybe they know the specific timing of the buyback coming out.
Here is the Broodmother army once again. Tornado is there. They will try to defend this, but look at this Broodmother army just taking down the rats just like that.
Just like that. And that is already a pushing lane down in the bottom lane.
So Brood will just regather his army, rinse and repeat. The recipe for success, no risk at all. And what can you do? At some point, you need to force the engagement if you are on the side of Omegalul. You're definitely not winning by defending.
Yeah. This is a very fast Roshan though. Roshan respawn because again 8 minutes and then a random 1 to 3 minutes, and right after the 8-minute mark, it's almost right after, right? That they get the Roshan. It is available right now, so they are gonna take it. Refresher shard is again available for this on top of the Aegis and the cheese.
So Ursa just trying to go one-on-one with a great one. And of course, Roshan, Ursa is definitely winning this. He is one of the best, if not the best, Roshan taker.
Solo Roshan.
There's this some point in the game, I think Dota 1, where Ursa can actually 1v1 Roshan at level 1.
Level 1. Wow. How though? Salves, maybe?
No, you'll pull him towards your fountain.
Oh my goodness. That was a bug. But
The Roshan was before on the
right side, right?
yeah, the secret spot location. No, not there.
Somewhere.
It's on the no, the next one.
You can do it.
No,
No,
the
that
other one.
Th-
Yes.
there you go.
That's the first rush spot.
Anyways, AJ's cheese, the pressure shards, everything nice. For Resurgence, I think the Ursa also got his
Dire's
Aghanim
bottom
Scepter
tower is under attack.
completed, which also means that he will have the way to remove debuffs. The only problem he has is if he gets silenced.
Here comes the Weaver. He is about to get caught.
Or will he?
Nyx Assassin
Oh,
just
no.
waiting for the opportunity. They've managed
Oh,
to
the damage
bounce.
is too much.
Look at
That's the
this.
Invoker.
This is the Invoker getting chewed
at
up by the Brood Mother, and they will be able to take down the Invoker, force him to buy back, and this is now starting to get really, really rough. Aghanim Scepter now up on your Nyx Assassin, and the Ursa Warrior as well. He do have his Aghanim Scepter, so multiple Aghanim Scepter now for
Resurgence.
Resurgence.
Man. Now, the Burrow is also a good way. Again, if the Nyx Assassin once again oversteps, or even the Drow Ranger, virtually anyone who oversteps up top, but it seems like the Nyx Assassin has overextended himself. There's the Carapace. Can he get away? He was able to burrow out, but the damage is just way too much. But
Storm
here comes the
Spirit
exchange.
is here in the middle of the fray. He
Oh,
gets
he's caught.
immediately silenced. There's that Aegis, and what do? The Brood Mother arriving in the scene. Will they be able to go for the push? Here comes the Storm Spirit jumping in. He wants to go for the Undying, but he immediately backs up. They'll be able to take down the Rubik, and here is the Ursa Warrior in the middle of the
Oh,
fight. They want to end this right here, right now. Instant buyback coming in from the Drow Ranger. Cataclysm again will be used by the Invoker, but the Noah build, that is still just the Nyx Assassin going down, and this is now Resurgence going to work. The Undying and Rubik is out for the duration of their death timer.
3 versus 4. And the defense of their life. This is just game number 2, and if they do lose this is the Resurgence on match point, and you don't want to be in that spot no matter what. It is gonna happen pretty soon. The Big AB hasn't been used by the Storm Spirit, I believe. There's this jump in from the Storm Spirit. They want to get on this Invoker. The Invoker will be caught. They have the Hex. They have the control. That is the Invoker down. No buyback for himself.
And
Look.
here comes the Storm Spirit jumping again, and the question
Oh,
mark
the question
play.
marks. The PM. Now they catch the Drow Ranger once again with the bash.
And the Ursa, the big bad bear. He wants this Drow Ranger, but
Silence will be there. They
There's the
might catch
silence.
the Storm Spirit.
But he has 23 charges, and he will immediately respawn.
Oh,
He can also do some buybacks, but the Brood Mother Miracle, I don't want to do anything with you guys. I just want to end this game
just wanna
and
end this
give
game.
us the
2-0.
2-0. And here comes the Hex
Oh, the
coming
Hex
in.
once
They want
more.
to go. Here comes the Weaver. Undying
Force
being focused out here. Here comes the Nyx Assassin as well. He will be able to take down the Brood. Yes, they will. And the next target
Minus.
will be the Nyx Assassin. Aeon this won't be able to protect him, and that's 2 kill going in the way of the Radiant side. It's not over yet, and still they have 1 racks remaining. So this is not yet Megas, but this is a 50,000 gold lead going in the way of Resurgence Esports.
Oh man. I haven't seen this much net worth lead though.
No, and
But you saw, I remember that you saw someone
Yeah.
throw away. a big-
70k gold lead and still lose the game.
Yeah, that is Dota. With Megas, right?
Yes, with Megas as well.
They might not have the I think that was a Medusa game, like you mentioned.
Medusa, bench pool.
Yeah. But this is a Drow with an Aghanim Scepter. Virtually, Medusa
Medusa downgrade.
yeah, a budget Medusa, right? Will he consider getting the Divine Rapier though? Ever.
I'm surprised of how they are being able to catch the Storm Spirit whenever the Storm Spirit jump. The gust is instantly there to stop him and prevent him from jumping. I don't know, he has a BKB, but he doesn't seems to want to use the BKB.
Very, what do you call it? The very Frugal, very
How much
50?
BKB duration does Storm have?
I think 9. Oh, 8.
Eight.
Still pretty high. Still a lot. It's still very long. And it's looking.
Mjo and Broodmother with almost 10.
It's not yet
1,000.
Megas, right?
Yeah, with almost 10,000 extra gold.
Silver Edge picked up by the Drow Ranger. And even when it's Megas, to be honest, I think the defense from Omegalul could still be there. Because of the Drow Aghanim Scepter. But that means that your Drow Ranger will be a turret to defend your tower. You can't use him to push. But even in the next fight, if they do lose this, it's gonna be over for sure for Omegalul. Now they catch up the Broodmother, the Hex, and that is an instant
Instant kill. Brood, here comes the
Ibix
Storm
with the Storm
Spirit
Spirit.
jumping in, or the Warrior. Storm Spirit pretty much very low in terms of
The
HP.
Invoker's
There's the
down.
Invoker's down. The Undying to follow, and that is 2 heroes down. Broodmother
heroes
with the
down.
instant buyback, but Undying do have his buyback. Invoker doesn't have his. And
No
this
buyback for-
should be it. Without the Invoker, it's pretty much impossible to defend. But let's see on how will this plan out. Undying instantly buyback.
Buyback from Undying, like I mentioned, and they're heading towards the mid. There's the smoke actually. Now it's popped. But they want to go onto the Ursa. There is a potential BKB for himself. The BKB activated by the Drow. They catch off the Storm Spirit once again. No BKB for that one. He dies. Immediate
Instant
buyback for himself.
But this is, I think
Mega
the
Creeps
storm,
has been secured.
The Storm Spirit is like super questionable in terms of jumping. Why do you keep on jumping next to the Drow Ranger when you
I
know
don't know
that
why.
you won't be able to take him down?
I think the idea is just to force Megas, and Megas has been activated, but they are losing in terms of resources anyways.
Yeah, this is now a 10k gold swing.
Yeah.
With the just engagement now down to 42k. And no buyback, however, on majority of the heroes of actually in all of the heroes for Team Omegalul.
And if Resurgence wants, they have to push it, but they can't afford having separate heroes right now because
They know the win condition. They know the win condition is to take out.
Oh,
The Ursa, my God, he jumps on the wrong side, and there's that Cataclysm. Will they be able to find the Storm
Yes, they
Spirit?
will.
No buyback on the Storm Spirit. They will be able to take down the Crystal Maiden as well. Ursa Warrior being guided. He pops his BKB, but that's just the Abyssal Blade. Will we be able to get the finishing blow? Yes, he will, but he is also down. And here is the Broodmother. No, the Nyx Assassin going down. Broodmother, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness.
It must be a cold day in hell right now if Team Omegalul will be able to defend this and take the win.
I've seen worse. You've seen worse.
I've seen worse, and
This is baffling. I mean,
this is why Alien won't talk to us. I'm bedazzled.
this is why they say that
I'm
the
flabbergasted.
Southeast
I don't know what to say.
Southeast Asia
Maybe
is
it's time for Israel to call. Hello, Israel. Come back, Israel.
come back.
And
Is comeback
now the end is near.
Megas or not.
Oh no!
This is a 4 versus 4 in the
There's the
mid lane.
buyback. They want the buyback. There's the time lapse. 4 staff is on the rung, but here comes the Invoker. EMP Tornado, the Undying. They won't prevent him from dying and down.
Oh,
for
they catch
2
up the
seconds.
Invoker actually.
They managed to catch the Invoker. Where?
But it's just the spike carapace. But they didn't actually know where exactly he is. They have to answer the problem
And
with the
the
base.
Ranger now versus up against Mega. He cannot actually tank the Mega.
Oh man. This game is it's taking
37,
longer than it should.
36k gold lead. Invoker, the lone hero with a buyback. Here is the
Oh, they
hero.
chop.
They managed to catch him. Will they be able to punish him? Yes, they will. But now he do have his buyback, and this might prompt
This is what force
Resurgence to push, and they might be baited into it. This
they
is
might be. Yeah.
the ultimate bait, the master bait. And let's see what will happen. the masterful skill. Let's see. The most anticlimactic ending ever. Will they be able to defend this? The attack from all angle. Here comes the Nyx Assassin. He borrowed himself
Getting
up.
swarmed.
Here comes the swarm. Let's see. The Draw Ranger doing quite well of defending. There's that Gus. Here comes the Storm Spirit. He wants to jump in.
Oh man,
And
this guy.
oh my god, this Storm Spirit guy, is about to die. Agoy! Oh my god! Almost, but not quite.
Almost,
Patience, Meteorite! Ikaw naman si that's Meteorite and Crystal Maiden falling as well. The defense is real. Defense is real. It's not over till it's over, baby.
My goodness.
Don't
This
play
Storm
Storm Spirit again. Only one sip. My God, you're giving me cancer. This is why Alien won't talk to us.
They're overly forcing their ground right now. I don't know why. Are they being impatient?
I think it's our one of our director playing the Storm Spirit, Engineer Lenny.
I kind of wonder. I mean, you kind of feel when you can't jump. You know when you can't jump. You know when you can jump. And
No! It's
no.
a total disaster! Oh my God! These people, they know how to throw. I love Singaporean. Very good people.
Singapore special, I guess, or Southeast Asia special.
Everyone entering Ice / Eternal Envy mode.
Oh my goodness. This game has taken longer than it should.
You know VG Gaming, when they lose to EG, that was a mega creep comeback, right? When Ice was playing
the Timber,
Ice was playing Timberzo.
But that was well played from that was well played from EG though.
This is well played also.
Yeah.
From
maybe
Omegalul.
maybe.
38k down. No problem.
All right.
And look at this Storm Spirit. Why do you keep on jumping? And oh my God, it's a total disaster.
I can't fight
this feeling anymore. Oh my God. 4 heroes will be left to defend this. Can they actually pull this off? Up against Mega, up against a very, very large deficit. They are finding ways. Storm Spirit jumping in and out, but
Like, it could be Megas, but the bigger problem is
Shrine is under attack.
the overextensions from yourself. I mean, your biggest opponent is yourself, right? And it's proving to be true for Team Resurgence. And I probably can't fight it anymore. Is it okay?
yes, it's okay. So my partner left because he cannot fight this feeling anymore. That's why I'll give you the action per action play here in this very exciting game number 2. We are now in the 61-minute mark of the game. Here is Resurgence, now out of their base. It seems to be that it is they who are suffering from mega creeps. But if you look closely in the map, the only obstacle between Resurgence and a Game 2 victory is the throne, and the throne alone. But they cannot push it. The Storm Spirit is continuing to make questionable jumps left and right across the map. This Storm Spirit, bro. And this might be it. The smoke of the seat or the smoke of the pit. No, cannot pose. Why pose? Man. I think they will talk. What will be the outcome of the game? Storm Spirit with just 8 Bloodstone charges, Aghanim Scepter, BKB. He have a Sheepstick, a Bloodthorn, a Shiva's Guard, a Bones of Trouble. He is technically 8 slotted at the moment. Item check, direct. Undying with just Solar Crest, Ghost Scepter. What's happening? Why did they post the game? Level 25, 23 for the Invoker. Just 23, 24 for the Undying, 24 for the Rubik, 25 for the Draw. On the other side, it's just Barry that is sitting at level 24. And I don't know what's happening, but we are in a middle of a pause. The most anticlimactic pause ever. 42 to 37 scoreline, 36k gold lead, mega creeps, and all the item that they can imagine is on the side of Resurgence. But still, Team Omegalul just fighting with sheer will, heart, and determination to keep this game going. Commended. And here comes the resume. And let's see what will happen. Tanggalin mo na.
I thank you.
And look at this Storm Spirit with just 3,300 gold trying to queue for the Moon Shard. Draw Ranger have buyback. Oh my god, Draw Ranger need to be careful. Brood Mother is here trying to make the impossible play. He is trying to do something special. Dude, this is the Nyx Assassin. They managed to spot him up. Where are you going? What is your plan? Oh my god! This Nyx Assassin and the Storm Spirit jumping in. He managed to use the Ship 6. So they will lose the Nyx Assassin, the Undying. Oh my god, Ursa Warrior being guided at the moment, and the Draw Ranger dealing so much damage, and they will be able to pop the Aegis. Here comes the Meteor, and BKB popped by the Brood Mother. Another push coming in, another oh my god, freezing field will connect, instant buyback left and right. The Invoker doesn't have a buyback. They want to end this right here, right now. Ursa Warrior in the middle of the prey, hating the Aegis, but so much damage, and he will fall. No buyback on the Ursa. They want to go for more. Draw Ranger is going for the chase. Crystal Maiden about to die, and they will die. Brood Mother, the lone survivor. No buyback on all three heroes, and could we be witnessing a miracle of epic proportion? OM to the G. OMG. And this is a nail biting. And I think for Omegalul, this is now the only opportunity they will get to push. So I think they should push now and buy everything that they need. Brood Mother though is lurking outside the base, waiting for the opportunity to pounce. Here comes the freezing field coming in from the Rubik, just to defend that bottom lane. Nyx Assassin will respawn in 15 seconds. Draw Ranger in the mid lane just pushing. Weaver is just hiding in the back, just waiting for the opportunity to use his time lapse towards the Draw Ranger. The win condition here is to take down the Draw Ranger, and the win condition for the only condition here for Team Omegalul is just to make sure that the Draw Ranger will survive. Storm Spirit with 13 charges on his Bloodstone, just zipping across the map. It's very difficult to break the will of Team Omegalul in this game. Satanic will be the next item for the Draw. This will allow him to sustain much more effectively, especially during those kind of engagement. 45 to 41. Crystal Maiden now up with the Vladimir's offering. So again, back to the defense. Aegis, I think, I don't think the Aegis is this big of a factor now, simply because almost everyone is like 8 slotted, 7 slotted in this game. Divine Rapier, but the Radiant Courier is sniped out of the map. Well played, and that's the Divine going down. OM to the G. What is happening? Holy macaroni. The Ursa will now have that Divine Rapier. This is a very, very fatal mistake, giving your Divine Rapier the weapon that you need to end this game. Oh my god, but maybe. The Divine now up on the Ursa, but the question is, can he deliver using that Divine Rapier? They will be able to spot the Crystal Maiden. They want to initiate on him. They manage. Oh, Ursa Warrior using Blinken. Here comes the Storm Spirit once again. The Storm Spirit getting caught, but they will be managed to take down 2. Oh my god, the Broodmother just want to finish the game. They want to fight. No! The Midgeon is here! And they managed to take down the Invoker. Cataclysm. No, an Invoker. The Crystal Maiden, I mean. There's the Cataclysm. They managed to take down the Nyx Assassin as well. And he will once again fall. And the defense is still on. We will continue to play this game till the end of time because this is so entertaining. Why do you keep on jumping on heroes? Why not one hero focus on the throne, the other one just make time? They say, you get our divine? No problem. We'll buy another. It's for you to win. Mega creeps. You have a base like a golf course. So clean, so green. You have a 51k deficit. You buy your divine rapier and you give it to the enemy. But it's okay, it's alright. Oh my god! The Broodmother is dead! The only hero that can pressure lanes is dead! Hey, this game though. And I feel it's Team Omegalul that will actually win this game. I don't know if Resurgence can play under pressure, but the way Resurgence is pressuring Omegalul all throughout the game, and still they've managed to defend the game, and still manage to win team fights after team fight after team fight. Nice. Drow Ranger with 6,400 gold. Whoop! What a massive turn-up event. The Drow Ranger buying Divine Rapier. Then immediately the courier gets sniped. And it's on the Ursa. But,
oh my goodness.
But when the engagement happened, they win.
So it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Now the Aegis.
No Divine, no problem.
So where's the Divine right now?
It's on the Ursa.
Ursa still.
But now the Aegis is on their side. And no boots of travel. I think it's time to buy your Divine Rapier, bro.
17 minutes.
69 minutes.
Into the game.
Into the game, and we're still fighting Storm Spirit, jumping in and out and in and out.
No
That's the only play the Storm Spirit can do.
Just go in and go out.
Just go in, just go out, and they will defend, commencing defensive mode. And this is the real defense of the Ancient. That's why this is what they are doing. They are just defending their Ancient, not pushing, not doing anything, just making Resurgence quit.
Yeah.
That's the play. That's the only play to win. You don't push. You just don't let them push and make them quit.
And display. Just practice right clicking.
Yeah.
Refresher orb and shard onto the Broodmother.
The winner of the series will go to TI next year. Joke. Abyssal Divine MKBC. 7 slotted Ursa still cannot win. Broodmother 9 slots still cannot win.
How to win?
How to win?
How to
How to win? How to be you?
Are we live through Mineski TV, guys?
They want to go for the fight. They managed to take those. Oh, the Ursa. The big bad bear is angry, but he cannot get off a hit. Oh my god, this Ursa is giving me cancer. Give me back my Divine Rapier. Where are you going?
Oh,
But the base.
the base.
The base. Defended very well. Very well defended. Ursa will fall. I will get my Divine. I will get my Divine. Defended. And now.
And another 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. Next fight will be at the 80
And
minute.
wait, the Divine is on the Weaver, right?
Now, yes.
Okay, so that's good.
Oh my god. So much. This
So much
game.
cancer.
So much cancer. This is so stressful.
Big shoutouts to all the viewers that we have right now.
Yeah,
Stay with us.
Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Stay with us.
This game is still out in the open. Despite a 50k, 33k gold swing, this is still out in the open. Weaver is in the middle of the fray. He wants to go back. He wants to fight. He wants to fight. He wants to do something.
No
But
more
the
mana
Storm
for
Spirit,
Storm.
the Storm Spirit, no mana. Oh my god, the Storm. Please don't pick that again. Don't play Storm again, Chipix. You're giving me cancer, really.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
He can't take it. Oh my goodness. But anyways, yeah, I think that the Storm Spirit is way too
I think the
aggressive.
Storm Spirit is calm.
It's calm.
Yeah, the spirit of the Storm is very
Yeah.
calm.
No storm.
No
just
storm
the calm.
at all. Yes.
Just the calm.
Signal 0.
It's just a spirit.
Mm.
Anyways, this I can't think of like an item that will.
See? Look at the Storm Spirit running across the map.
He's looking for. Okay, he will get an arcane rune
No, why is he running?
because he has got haste and he will jump right now. Okay.
Jump right now. Jump right now.
It's Undying going down.
Yes, it's indeed the Undying going down. But
Resurrection.
that's an Aegis Undying. Here is the Storm Spirit. He wants to go, but they are already retreating. Here comes the assault. The defense is here. They managed to take down. They managed to. Oh, another
hole.
very good Vortex freezing field. They will be able to take down the Undying. Will they be able to end this? What is
Another
that?
Aegis. That's a reincarnation from the Dying. Don't worry, but the Hex on to the Storm Spirit. He gets away, fortunately for himself, but there's a lot of zombies. But no, you're ancient.
No!
You're ancient.
You're
in
ancient!
trouble.
Defend this! Defend this! Eagle 1, defend this! Oh my god, what is happening here? Jump down! Jump down! You have 5 heroes! What are you waiting for? End this!
You can jump.
Jump.
Your throne. Go to the throne.
Push it! Push it! Oh
the
my god! And this
Wow, this
is
could be over.
GG.
This could be over. Or as I say that now, no more Invoker. The Drow is trying to fight for his life, but he can't fight Cancer. He can't win over Cancer.
And there's that fortification. GG will be called, and this will be
Finally.
a 2-0 victory. But still, 1 game away from the LAN finals is Resurgence. 49 to 50, 50k gold lead. My god.
This is why aliens.
This is why I don't play Dota.
Well, that has been game number 2, guys. Just game number 2. We potentially have 3 more
Game
games.
number 3. So, again, you are watching PvP Esports Singapore Qualifier. Again, this is Dunoo and I'm with Wolf. We'll be back for game number 3 of this epic grand finals between Resurgence and Team Omegalul. We'll be back. Don't go away. God, so much. So much cancer. This is so stressful. Shout out. This game is out. Despite he wants to fight, something. But the Storm Spirit, no mana, oh my god, the Storm, please don't treat that again. Don't play Storm again, GPX. You're giving me cancer. The Storm Spirit is
It's just a spirit.
See? Look at the Storm Spirit running across the map.
Jump right.
Jump right now.
Dying going down.
But that's an Aegis Undying.